Yo guys, we're back with of course another match of Draft League. Week 2 is starting, we see the Diamond Dogs face off against the Bluffin Beedrills. Of course the powerful Raincore on the Diamond Dog side and maybe a little snow action on the Bluffin Beedrill side with Vanillux and Mamoswine. Potentially other mons to set other weather conditions like Sableye can use Pranksters any day. I don't know if it gets hail or snow or whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. I hope to see Mega Beedrill come out. See so many water types, it makes sense. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. Let's see. Okay, and we're going in. Diamond Dogs versus Bluffin Beedrills. Let's see who'll take it home. We see Toxapex. Yeah, we see Toxapex, Arcanine, Pelipper, Swampert. Pelipper, Swampert being the lead here. Potentially Mega Aggron and Mousehold. On the other side, Chandler, Talonflame, Electros finally. I'm so excited for this. Sableye, Vanillux and Abomas now. So Meta does seem to take weather control here with his Snow Warning Vanillux. And potentially, you have to think this is Snow Cloak Mamoswine. It almost has to be. So will Dango with his Diamond Dogs try to reset the weather? Of course, Mamoswine will be able to do a lot of damage here. Maybe a little less after this Intimidate. Is it? It's Oblivious. Okay, it's not Snow Cloak. Okay, so that's valuable intel. It even protects to potentially block. Okay, never mind. Swampert also goes for Protect. I was about to say block a Wave Crash from Mega Swampert, but he doesn't Mega yet. Auroraville going up, very important. Let's see if Mamoswine can put in some work here. You almost have to believe he's going for either like EQ or high horsepower into the Arcanine slot. And maybe even like maybe Vanillux is running like Freeze Dry or something. Freeze Dry would absolutely devastate Swampert right here, right now. There's also a very real chance he'll just swap in Pelipper to reset the rain. Yeah, and there it is. Interesting that he's setting the rain with Arcanine on the board and using Flare Blitz. Using Flare Blitz in rain? Okay. How much damage did it do? I can actually not see that. You have to think that does like... Okay, Arcanine does go down to a high horsepower instantly. You have to think after Auroraville in rain that Flare Blitz cannot have done over like 40%. Okay, and Pelipper does end up taking the Freeze Dry meant for Swampert. I do think Dango's in a pretty shitty spot here. But anything's possible. Being one mon down, Pelipper on 1 HP and Swampert in rain, but facing Auroraville. Okay, Mamoswine should be in kill range for Swampert, even though the Auroraville's up. I'm confident it will still crumble to Liquidation or Wave Crash or whatever it brought. Mega Swampert, finally. That means no Mega Aggron this game. Wave Crash into... not Swampert, into Vanillux, hanging on like very little percent of HP, getting doubled, and it does go down. So no more weather control for Meta Squirtle's Bluffin Beedrills. Superpower to finish off the Pelipper. You would have to think there was a better move to click because this drops his attack and defenses. But maybe he's planning on swapping out Mamoswine because it goes down to a Swampert anyways. Oh, let me move. Toxapex coming in. Okay, I'm sorry for the dark screen. There we go. Sableye. Okay. We got a ball game. Sableye can potentially reset the weather. I'm not sure how fast Mamoswine is, I wasn't really paying attention. But it might be able to outspeed after rain goes away. You would almost have to think it can take a KO on Toxapex, right? If it does survive, Sableye should be able to like fake out or quash or get rid of the rain, something to get Mamoswine in position to take a KO here. Swampert ends up protecting, so it doesn't matter. Sableye goes for... He does go for Fake Out, okay. Fake Out into Swampert. Do we see High Horse... No, we see High Horsepower going into Toxapex. Okay, that's like half. Very bulky Toxapex, of course. Sableye getting Toxic stalled in like turn or 10, maybe? I'm actually not sure how many turns it takes to Toxic stall plus Infestation. You would have to think it's like 5 turns tops, right? A lot of chip. We've seen Toxapex with Infestation last game, so no doubt it will have Infestation 2 this time. Baneful Bunker. Hoping for the Mamoswine to hit it, but doesn't because Mamoswine protected first. Sunny Day to reset the terrain, so we do see the sunny day. I said reset terrain, but I meant reset weather. Okay, Toxapex getting some nice healing and some nice chip on Sableye. Let's see if Dango's able to turn this around. As long as Swampert's alive, there's still a chance. One has to think. White Guard. Okay, I guess we're just hoping for EQs here. I don't blame him because that's like the only way he's winning this. And Swampert's getting burned. That's very unfortunate. No, no, there's actually no way. I'm not sure how long Auroraville lasted. But this should not take a KO. Yeah, it hangs on to very little HP. But yeah. What you gonna do about it? Toxapex also survives. I believe that was a roll. Or actually, never mind. It survived last time because of the leftovers recovery. How is Dango gonna turn this around? Mamoswine is on such low HP, but it should still go down to another wave crash here. Unless Sableye has like Quash or Reflect. I'm not even sure Reflect would help. Baneful Bunker. Quash. There we go, Quash. So who's Mamoswine gonna go for? EQ. To take not a double KO, but a sure KO on Toxapex at least. Making it 3v1 currently. Rock Slide misses Mamoswine. No, my lord. It misses Mamoswine. That's a perfectly timed dodge. Ain't no way. How influential is this dodge? I'm not sure if it would have KO'd. We've seen Wave Crash do like about 40%. I'm not sure how much Rock Slide would have done. Swampert protects, but that's only getting him closer to death with a burn. He's just stalling the inevitable. EQ trying to take out his own Sableye. Sableye goes down. I believe a Quash would have been enough to seal the game. And there goes Auroraville finally. That would have been nice for differential too if Sableye stayed alive. I don't think it had to go down. Maybe it went down to poison anyways after, so I probably shouldn't be talking when I'm not paying attention. I believe Swampert has 2 more turns left to turn it around, and I'm not sure if it's possible to turn it to, to even get another KO here. Mamoswine should use Ice Shard if it has Ice Shard. Wait, it doesn't even get Ice Shard. What am I talking about? Okay, so that's unfortunate. Swampert ends up almost clutching the game. I believe he has 1 or 2 more turns. This has to be the last turn of like being able to survive with this burn. And also Sun just went down, so that means Swampert can use Wave Crash here. Chandler Mega Evolving, getting some extra bulk. That could be like game changing. This actually could be game changing. Wave Crash coming in. Let's see how much this does with the burn. It survives. Oh my lord. Swampert does go down to own recall damage. I believe they did like 80%. Yeah, I did 80%. Okay, let's get into the next game. My bad, my bad. Really close game. How did he almost clutch that? Okay, so we see Chandler, Talonflame lead now. And no Rain lead on Dango, so that's the first time he hasn't led with Rain. Also, these games being queued up so fast behind each other was probably my bad. Okay, so Maushold plus potentially Mega Aggron. You would have to think it's Mega Aggron, right? But would you Mega here? It would give you like a fire weakness, and there's 2 fire types in front of you. I'm not sure how Dango's gonna handle this. Because even though Metasquirtle probably anticipated the rain, I'm not sure if he anticipated the rain. Because I could see a potential sunny day coming out here from Talonflame. Let's see, sunny day. Yeah, there's sunny day. Chandler being able to fire off those powerful heat waves or flamethrowers. You never know. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits. That's a crazy amount of hits, considering every hit is 90% accurate. Flamethrower not even doing half to Swampert, even if it's in the sun. Is it in range for Shadow Ball? I would personally not like going for Shadow Ball here, since a Maushold with Follow Me is next to it. How is meta gonna get around a Maushold? Because the Maushold is a pretty obvious check to his Chandelure. Swampert ends up protecting. Tailwind coming in from Talonflame. Energy Ball. Ooh, that would have been that would surely have been lethal. Talonflame should go down here. 3 hits. Talonflame survives on like 5 HP. Oh my god. Where he got so lucky on the first turn with 9 hits, he gets unlucky with 3 on the second one. Okay, what next? What next? Swampert can't protect anymore, and assuming this Maushold hasn't shown Follow Me yet, even though that was probably, like, it's probably the best way to deal with Chandelure here, just by clicking Follow Me. Swampert ends up Mega Evolving, so we must see like an attacking move come out. He does have Follow Me. Holy. U-turn. Okay. So Talonflame stays alive. What about Chandelure though? We've seen it survive on like 20% HP with a burnt Swampert. That was not in Sun though. So that should do about the same damage if he goes for Wave Crash. Flamethrower to KO the Maushold. Okay, okay. If Chandelure survives this... No. Chandelure didn't. Chandelure didn't just dodge a Rock Slide. Again, such an important Rock Slide miss. That betters his position by so much, otherwise Swampert could have knocked it out the next turn. But does he not have Pelipper in the back? If he has Pelipper in the back, Swampert should be able to outspeed, even if Chandelure is in Tailwind. I think, at least. I'm not sure. Actually, no, Chandelure has like... Mega Chandelure has like 90 speed. Where Mega Swampert should have like 80. So I might be lying. Okay, his final mon is Toxapex. Gets faked out. We already knew about Fake Out from Sableye. Flamethrower into Aggron. Didn't Mega Evolve. Has 30. Survives on 1. No burn. No burn. Heavy Slam into Sableye. Sableye survives. One would have thought he would have gone for like a Stone Edge into Chandelure. Because Chandelure is such a threat right now. Is he going to be able to outstall the Chandelure? Sun should end in like 1 or 2 turns? I think 1. Toxapex, Aggron. I don't think with a Mon down you can like resort to stall. You can't afford to resort to stall when you're 1 mon down. Then you're just inviting moves, and even though Aggron's on 1, okay, Aggron does end up surviving this turn. Unless we see Feint, we don't see Feint. Will-O-Wisp, interesting way to try to finish off Aggron. Not that weird, because Sableye does have the priority Will-O-Wisp. Chandler is setting up, absolutely flexing. Infestation into Sableye. This Toxapex needs to go. Does Chandler have a way to deal with Toxapex? We've seen Flamethrower, we've seen Energy Ball, Calm Mind. Did we see Protect? If his last move is Protect, he doesn't have Shadow Ball. Which means he can't really deal with Toxapex that well, because you have to resort to non-stab Energy Ball, and Toxapex is known for being bulky, man. Let's see what he ends up going for. Mega Aggron, or not Mega Aggron, regular Aggron, base Aggron, has to move now. Can't afford to click Protect again, I think. Does Sableye go for the same move with Will-O-Wisp? Will-O-Wisp into Toxapex, also being able to cancel out the leftovers, would not be a weird shout, I guess. How is Mega Chandler so beautiful, man? It's shiny too, I haven't even complimented that yet. Shiny Mega Chandler. Crazy. And does set up the sun again. I'm sorry. Aggron goes down. Toxapex goes for Toxic into Chandler. Okay, so Sableye is infestationed, not sure how to describe it. And Chandler is poisoned. How is infestation so limited, by the way? I remember like Sun and Moon, like everyone could have learned infestation, and now when you look at like a champions roster, it's only accessible to like 5 mons or something. Actually, I think it's literally 5 mons, and like 4 of them don't even really benefit from it, or like are not a good fit. Okay, so Mega Swampert gets burned again in Sun. I don't think a Wave Crash will do too much to Chandler. It should do like 40% tops. There's no way he gets a KO here. Yeah, no, that survives comfortably. As you can see, like the little green bar next to the cam here. It's still over half, and Mega Swampert just goes down. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Does Toxapex at least take a KO for differential? It's still at like full HP, I think, so it should be able to get some differential here. It might even knock out both of them. Hey, wait, we actually got a game still. I'm not sure how much Sableye and Chandler can do. Sableye actually goes down. There's only 3 mons left. Not only, there's still 3 mons left. Talonflame coming out. Also can't really hit Toxapex that well. And Chandler should die in 1 turn, maybe? If he protects, might get a KO on Chandler. I'm not sure if Sun dies down. Painful Bunker, yeah, there we go. Does Talonflame go for a contact move? Feint. Oh, yes, Feint! Oh, that's so smart. That doesn't even poison him. Wait, that doesn't poison him? I thought Feint... Oh my, that bypasses the contact from Baneful Bunker. It's crazy. Oh, he doesn't... Does he? No, it's like literally surviving on 1 HP. He's missing out on the differential KO. And now Talonflame can probably just feint again. Right? Talonflame can probably feint again. Yeah, feints again. Let's see what Toxapex goes for. Does this KO? It doesn't KO. So, if he has an attacking move into Talonflame, he doesn't have an attacking move, but he does have poison. But he does get a Chandler for differential, right? Like, I might have been sleeping on Toxapex a little, because Toxapex is actually putting in work. If this had a mom next to it that could, like, function with it, I think Mousehold might be a decent partner, or Arcanine. There actually would have been a chance. Like, I have been sleeping on Toxapex so much. I have just, like, disregarded that, and I don't want to deal with it if I end up facing Dango anytime soon. It's just way scary. Okay. He ends up forfeiting. I think I said I don't allow forfeits, but yeah. Anyways, GG's. Really good games. First one was so close, man. It came down to 2 rock slide misses to, like, or not actually, 1 rock slide miss in the first game, but yeah, GG's, man. Really well played, and I'm awarding the victory points to the wrong side. That is my bad. I hope no one saw that. Well, more matches coming soon. See you next game. Bye bye.